Well, turning now to a hot button issue for LA homeowners. At first, the city said you can build one in your backyard, but then said you can't. The legality of hundreds of granny flats has been in question for months, but the city council may have finally reached a resolution. Gil Reyes has more from Jefferson Park. Gil.
Well, Yana, as of deadline time for the story, it appeared that the LA City Council was going to grant the wishes of around 217 LA City residents who want granny flats or miniature extensions or units to their homes like this one to be built in their backyards. But as for the future of more granny flats moving forward, well, that remains to be seen. On a 12-2 decision, the LA City Council votes in favor of allowing this unfinished granny flat and others in the pipeline to finally be completed.
The action we took today addresses an urgent need, and that is those who have been stuck in limbo.
Councilman Mitch O'Farrell referring to the more than 200 secondary units stuck in legal limbo for months. The city had issued permits for their construction based on California law. But a court ruling earlier this year determined those permits were not valid, based on a contradicting city law. Councilman O'Farrell says he consulted with the city attorney's office and the planning department to create a new ordinance, one that allows those units in question plus 17 more to finally be built.
It changes some minor language that we think will be more legally strong.
But Sarah Mansouri, whose granny flat was one of those in limbo, isn't convinced yet by the council's vote.
It does give me encouragement, but I'm very uncertain because every week that I show up here, something comes up. Somebody delays it or they add an amendment.
John Grikorchuk says he's invested $60,000 so far on his unfinished flat in Jefferson Park. And if there are more delays, it could cost him a lot more.
If that doesn't happen, then I'm in violation of my contract with my bank, so they increase my interest rates and they could, they could foreclose if they really wanted to.
As far as additional granny flats moving forward, O'Farrell says the planning department is working on rules that will hopefully address the concerns of every neighborhood in the city.
One of the issues that one of my colleagues has is a constituent who has a so-called monstrosity in the backyard next door. So I think we should take a look at limiting height. We need to address the very real concern that some of my colleagues have in their districts so that you don't end up with two mansions on a lot.
In Jefferson Park, I'm Gil Reyes for LA This Week.
The City Lab think tank at UCLA says more granny flats could help Mayor Garcetti achieve his goal of 100,000 new housing units by 2021.